Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Blue 60! Watch the run, watch the run! 32! You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford keeps himself upright. And right away, he lost the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 280.
Hey, we got to get this stop.
Hurry.
Switch. Whip.
Hey, 5-0.
Watch the whip.
On first down, Stafford here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Switch.
40 got.
Crash. Check the backer. Watch the twist. He's coming. Double up.
Elliott running right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
The mic, boys. 42's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
53. Ready.
Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Crystal, grab it. Lady. Hey, foxtrot.
From his own goal line, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Kill. Check 52.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Darnold completes it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Outside. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ready.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold. That's into the hands of Edwards. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Middle.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Out.
Look at him.
Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Watch the slap.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Jacobs, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action, it's Darnold, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Hey, watch that.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Lady!
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, and that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Watch it. Check, big 20. Fresno. Tighten up. Check your hot read. Shit.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's now 4th down and goal.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike on sack.
Mike's by 4.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Oh, lady. 54.
Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, run 3. Back. Undercross.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Faking the give, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. What we got? Lady.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst, his second sack of the night. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Number 20! 52 right here.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Check it behind.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54, 80. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Darnold on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. I'm ready.
Hey, high 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. To throw is Darnold. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Zero. Choose the mic, boys. 52.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 61, matchbox lights.
Again, it's Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 52.
Stafford looks to throw again. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check 55 for Mike. Been a long day for you.
Red 80.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, Haywood.
Mike
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mark 55! Mark 55!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Check 7!
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clelin Ferrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
We're going to start. Go! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to it.
Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Bravo!
65.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
3, 218, chopper. Red 80. Keep going.
Darnold down to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now Darnold. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
Man, lady. Hey, turn it up.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
We own them. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
32. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey.
Let flow.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
He's checking crab.
Hey, orbit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
SOS. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Check.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the set.